Hello, future engineers and future mathematicians. Here is another video in fluid mechanics and hydraulics, particularly on fluid force on plane surfaces or fluid pressure on plane surfaces. Before anything else, I would like to suggest that for those who are uh, above average students or those who are intelligent students, um, you pause the video once the entire problem statement is seen and the figure is also seen, then you attempt to solve the problem by your own. Compare the answers with the answers here, and that's for me the effective way to understand and master the principles. For those who cannot do it, then my next suggestion is you have to mute the video so that you cannot hear my explanations and the procedure of solving this problem. And even if you cannot hear my explanation, I hope that you can still follow with your thinking also. And the third way is it's like a book. So the problem is here, then we have a solution here. You have to fast forward the video until uh, 1 to 2 seconds before the end of the video so that it's like reading the solution silently without the uh, narrations and explanations. So for me, those are the three ways where you can effectively uh, prepare, practice solving, and training yourselves by uh, understanding the solutions without any explanations that you can hear from me. But for those who are really below fair students or with poor comprehension, especially to the problems, you will definitely find it hard to pass your board exam if you keep on doing that. So you're not training your minds. But I cannot control you. It all depends on you. But I already suggested the ways for you to effectively prepare yourselves for any evaluation, board exam especially, or for those who are preparing for a quiz in your uh, subject in hydraulics. So here is the problem. A vertical right angle plate ABC shown is in contact with a liquid of specific weight gamma on one side. Derive expressions for F, moment AB, and moment AC indicate direction or sense of it and use the principles and formulas derived in fluid statics. So here is the figure, and in part 31A, this is again solved but using integration. So here I just use the derived or developed formulas expressions in hydrostatics or fluid statics, which I also derive in the first part of that of this topic. You just go over with fluid mechanics and hydraulics lecture videos or solve problems in fluid mechanics and hydraulics. So here's the given, and of course the centroid would be this is B over 3, and that is H over 3. The liquid surface is level with the top edge of the triangular gate. So based on the derivation, take note that this is the y-axis. The positive direction is in this direction. That's the positive x direction also. Then the centroidal axis, x and y axis. So if the center of pressure lies here, then E sub Vp is positive while E sub Hp is positive also in this configuration. So that is h over 3 b over 3, and the designation for the vertical and horizontal distance for between center of pressure and G would be EVP, and this is E sub HP. So here, let's solve for F first, which is we can use gamma, then HG area. So F is gamma HG area because this is a simple case. So the value of HG is H over 3. Area is 1/2 BH, of course. So substituting, F is gamma H over 3 times area 1/2 BH. So that's why F is gamma BH squared over 6. Then for the second solution, moment about AB, if because the force is acting at CP perpendicular to this plane here, and it is pointing backwards. So if you do that, when you curl your four fingers, your right thumb would be pointing in that direction. So moment about AB would be positive because this is supposedly the positive direction for moment about AB. So moment AB is equal to the negative of F times moment arm would be H over 3 plus EVP. Now, EVP is in general IGX divided by area, IGX sine theta divided by area HG. But theta here is 90 degrees because this is vertical and sine 90 is 1. Then you look at the derivation of this from the first part about concepts. So it reduces to, because IGX is BH cube, B height of triangle cube over 36, then divide by area 1/2 BH times HG. Sine theta is 1 in this case, so it reduces to height of triangle square over 18 HG. You may also look at the derivation of this, as I said, from the preliminary part of the video about this concept here, lecture video of this concept. So height of, and you can also derive it by your own. Height of triangle is h, so that is h squared over 18, then hg is h over 3. So AVP is h squared over 18, h over 3, so that is h over 6. So we can now compute moment about AB. It is negative of F, and F is gamma BH squared over 6, and quantity h over 3 plus EVP, which is h over 6. So simplifying, MAB is negative gamma BH cubed over 12, or MAB is positive gamma BH cubed over 12, and the sense is your right thumb is pointing here. That's why we have the double arrowhead in that direction. That's the direction of the right thumb. So next is moment about axis AC. So from the figure, if you do right thumb rule, this is the positive direction, like this one, but your right thumb will be pointing in that direction, so it is again negative. So it is equal to F, negative of F, times this distance, which is that distance, is B of 8 B over 3 minus, if this is expected positive because it lies supposedly in the first quadrant. This is the x, positive x direction. This is the positive y centroidal direction. So if CP indeed lies here, then E sub HP is positive. So formula for moment about AC is equal to the negative F times B over 3 plus minus AHP. So if AHP is positive, then we have to use minus because from the figure, that's this is the moment arm. So if it is negative, it should lie here. CP would be lying here. So moment about AC would be uh, negative of F quantity B over 3 then plus. So positive. If it is negative, it lies here, but we treat it positive. So plus AHP. So what is the formula for AHP as derived in the lecture part, first part of this topic? It is equal to IGXY divided by area HG. There is sine theta, but sine theta again is 1. So AHP is centroidal product of inertia with respect to the XY axis over area HG. Now, if this is the centroidal XY axis, then because the greater area lies in the first and in the third quadrant, if you draw the centroidal axis, this is bigger in area and this, so first and third quadrant, so this is positive, and the formula as derived is b square h square over 72. Then area is 1 half BH, HG is h over 3. If we simplify that, that's equal to b over 12. So substitute because it is positive. So moment is negative of F gamma BH square over 6 quantity B over 3 minus B over 12. Simplifying, that's negative gamma B square H square over 24. We'll make that positive, but our right thumb is pointing in the negative Y direction, going that way. So that's the moment. Then another way of solving it, because the pressure diagram is uniform, the pressure on this differential area equidistant from the liquid surface is uniform. So naturally, the centroid CP would be the midpoint of this length because the bounding sides are straight, and that's explained that we can have the solution whenever the bounding sides are straight. We cannot do that if one of the bounding sides or both sides are curved. But if they are straight, then moment about this vertical edge is simply F times half the length of this line through the center of pressure, where the force F acts at the center of pressure. So moment AC is also negative F times L over 2. A negative sign is preceded, as I said, because our right thumb will be pointing in the negative Y direction. So to solve for L, we have to apply similar triangles. So L as to this length is equal to H, or it is equal to 2/3 of H, if that's H over 3, so this is 2/3 of H minus EVP, which we already solved here, equal to H over 6. Then equals B as to H. So by similar triangles, H or L as to supposedly 2/3 minus EVP, or H minus H over 3 minus EVP, that's the same, equals B as to H. So L as to H minus EVP, which is H over 6, then minus H over 2 equals B over H. So that means L is B over 2. Then substitute. Moment AC is negative gamma b h squared over 6 times 1 half of b over 2. So it is equal to the same as this, making it positive gamma b h cubed over 24, and our right hand points upward. So that's it for this video.